Imagine a family so powerful they shaped modern banking, influenced wars, and left a legacy that spans centuries. A family rumored to hold secrets tied to one of history's most mysterious societies. Today, we're introducing the Rothschild dynasty, from their humble beginnings to their global empire, and exploring their fascinating connection to Freemasonry. It all starts with one man, Meyer Amschel Rothschild. Born in 1744 to Amschel Moses Bauer, a currency exchanger, Meyer grew up in Frankfurt's Jewish ghetto. Orphaned at 12, he had just a basic education from a yeshiva, a Jewish religious school. But Meyer was a self-starter. He apprenticed at Oppenheimer Bank in Hanover, teaching himself the ropes of finance. By the 1760s, he'd launched a banking business in Frankfurt, lending money to local nobility like the Landgraviate of Hesse-Kassel. Married to Guttel Schnapper, with whom he had 8 kids, 5 sons: Amschel, Salomon, Nathan, Carl, and James. They took the reins in the late 18th century. They learned finance from their father's guidance and hands-on experience. Meyer sent them to Europe's financial hubs. Each brother carved out a piece of Europe. Nathan Meyer in London was the star. He founded N.M. Rothschild & Sons, and famously funded Britain's fight against Napoleon in 1815, using a pigeon network to get news of Napoleon's defeat hours before official reports reached London, allowing him to strategically buy British government bonds at low prices as markets panicked, then profit massively when prices soared after the official announcement. Meanwhile, James in Paris built de Rothschild Frères, fueling France's railways. Carl in Naples, Salomon in Vienna, and Amschel in Frankfurt expanded the family's reach. Each brother married into Jewish elite families to keep the dynasty tight-knit. The third generation stepped up in the mid-19th century. Lionel Nathan Rothschild, Nathan's son, ran the London branch. He financed Britain's 1875 purchase of Suez Canal shares, a game-changer for the empire. He married his cousin Charlotte, keeping it all in the family. In Paris, Alphonse, James's son, invested in railways and mines like Rio Tinto, powering France's industrial boom. By the early 20th century, the fourth generation brought new passions. Edmund James de Rothschild, Alphonse's son, poured his wealth into Zionism, funding settlements like Ramat Gan in Palestine, while collecting art and supporting charity. Jacob Rothschild, educated at Oxford with a history degree, modernized the London branch. He managed N.M. Rothschild & Sons, taken from his father, founded RIT Capital Partners, and championed arts and education. The fifth generation hit the ground running. Nathaniel Rothschild, Jacob's son and an Oxford history grad, focuses on emerging markets and natural resources as executive chairman of Volex. David de Rothschild rebuilt the Paris branch after its nationalization in the 1980s. The English N.M. Rothschild & Sons and French Rothschild & C Bank branches merged under David de Rothschild's leadership in 2003. Today, Rothschild & Co. is worth 3.7 billion euros. The sixth generation is thriving. Alexander Rothschild, David's son with a master's in finance from ESCP Business School, became executive chairman of Rothschild & Co. in 2018. He privatized it in 2023, pushing for global growth. Saskia, David's daughter with degrees from Sciences Po and Columbia, runs the family's wine empire, think Chateau Lafite Rothschild, with a focus on sustainability. Hannah, Jacob's daughter and an Oxford English grad, chairs the Yad Hanadiv charity. Beth and Emily, also Jacob's daughters, stay out of the spotlight but carry the name. The Rothschild family may have historical ties to Freemasonry, a fraternal organization founded in the early 18th century, emphasizing moral and personal development through symbolic rituals and charitable activities. It's all in the symbols. The square stands for integrity and fairness. The compasses teach self-discipline and growth. The letter G represents God or geometry, faith and reason combined. Now, the mystery deepens. Some link the Rothschilds to the Scottish rite of Freemasonry, pointing to their shop sign, a red shield with a double-headed eagle, as a clue. The founder of the Rothschild family, Meyer Amschel Rothschild, lived during the active period of Freemasonry. His descendants moved within European elite circles, potentially intersecting with Freemasonry members. However, as Freemasonry membership is typically kept confidential, any connections during this time are difficult to verify. A lasting legacy, the Rothschild family, originating from Frankfurt in the 18th century, now has descendants primarily concentrated in London, Paris, and Switzerland, with notable presence in the United States and Israel. From Meyer's Frankfurt loans to a global financial dynasty, the Rothschilds redefined power. Their story blends ambition, innovation, and a hint of secrecy. So what do you think? Did Freemasonry play a role, or is it just a historical footnote? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more tales of history and mystery.